one, it's Pocket! Want to know how to get perfect sneakers for your BJDs that are cheap, available, and that you don't have to wait 6 months for until they arrive? Well, today I'm going to show you how to do just that, and the magic word is Keychain! Now, keychains can be found everywhere, usually hardware stores or, the kind of stores where you get your school supplies, and there are usually really good keychains out there that can be used for BJDs as props, or in this case, as shoes. Legitimately. To tell you the truth, I think that the best suited BJD props can be found in souvenir stores. When you're on holiday, you usually find a ton of souvenir stores and you're bound to get something for your relatives, and if you look in the keychain section, or in the section where they have small little things, you can usually find some quite nifty things that can be used for BJD props. And in this case, I got some shoes. I was in Hamburg, yeah. How did you guess? So my number one tip for getting props for your BJDs is know your measurements. I know that my Feeple 60's feet are 5.5 centimeters in length. So that means that I have to get shoes that are 5.5 centimeters in length as well. It's just like shopping for your usual BJD shoes, just you're in a store and you can try them out. So when I was in the store and I saw these shoes, I immediately thought, okay, where's a ruler? And the funny thing is, usually in souvenir shops they also have rulers with, pictures of the city you're visiting. And I checked the measurement and I was astounded. They're actually 7 centimeters, which I thought, perfect, that means that they would probably fit my Feeple 60. But then I also have to think about another thing, the width. So if you sort of know the width of your BJD's feet, you will be able to guess if the prop will work for your BJD. For, like in this case, I could see that the sole of the shoe is quite wide, so I thought, this is a legitimate shoe, it has shoelaces, it works. I will probably get the foot to fit. And I did. And that was a really good thing to know. So, when you're out hunting for props, always keep that in mind. Keep your measurements in your head so that you have a good eye for spotting these kind of treasures. Now, next up, you obviously want to neutralize any prop or souvenir or whatever that you got for your BJDs. Like here, it says Hamburg on the sole, and not many legitimate sneakers have Hamburg printed on their soles. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some acrylic paint. You could even use white nail polish if you want, in this color, and I'm just gonna paint over it. Real easy. Any one of you can do this. It doesn't take a lot of skill, it's just really easy. You just have to paint over the letters. The one thing I don't recommend doing is don't try to remove it with nail polish remover, because these things are quite cheaply made for their price. So if you use nail polish remover on this, the white paint will probably also come off. So I wouldn't recommend using nail polish remover to remove it, because I think the paint will come off entirely. Another thing that you have to look out for is they usually have something on their canvas. And also another thing you have to look out for is shoes will usually have something printed on the canvas. Be it I love New York or something else. In my case, I'm actually going to leave it like this because I think it looks kind of cool. But if you have something like I love New York printed on it, you don't want to keep it there. I recommend taking a black permanent marker, and because it's canvas you can draw on it, and just blacking out whatever's on it. If you're dealing with a sneaker in a different color, like let's say red, don't fret, because you can just make funny squiggly shapes around it or draw something over it, it's canvas. You can really let your imagination run wild. There are plenty of legit chucks out there that have been decorated, with nothing more than a few markers, and they look really cool. So that's also what you can do with your BJD's shoes. And the last thing you have to do is just to take 2 pliers and get rid of the keychains. And we just have to grab the metal. And these things aren't welded together, so you will be able to get rid of them. Just grab it on both sides. Like so. And just pull it apart. And there you go. Comes right off. And the great thing is you can really do this with every prop you find. Every prop that is a keychain can, be converted into a BJD prop, or even shoes. And they're usually not that expensive, and the great thing is you can just buy them in a store instead of having to wait months for it to arrive, at your doorstep. So all it takes is a good eye, you know, and a bit of patience, you know, and then you can get your own props. And like I said, the most important thing is to remember your measurements. As long as you know your measurements, you can't really go wrong. One last thing I have to say though, with these kinds of props, these kinds of keychains, these are both left-sided shoes. But you won't notice because one of them is slightly straighter, and that's this one. So that's the trick there. No one will notice. It's only noticeable from below. From the top, you won't be able to see it. So that's it. That's how you get BJD size sneakers made from keychains. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I wish you the best of luck on your prop hunting missions in the future. Have a happy dolly day, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!